Today's ace tanker is going to be in the Soviet Tier 7 Elite Heavy Tank, the Premium IS-2. The IS-2 is part of the Cromwell B, the ISU 122S package. I think they called it the Berlin Trio. Very good tank. Came with a crew that already had Brothers in Arms. I put that crew in my KV-1S and also using it in the IS-2. Right now my crew has all Brothers in Arms, 81% repairs on the commander. The gunner has repairs at 81%. The driver has clutch braking at 81%. And the loader has repairs at 84%. I have improved vents. I have enhanced gun lane drive, and I have a shell rammer on it. On my ammo loadout, I have 15 armor piercing, I have 8 APCR rounds, and 5 HE rounds. And I have the standard setup of a small repair kit, small med kit, and a manual fire extinguisher. As people know that have seen any of my videos, I'm too cheap to run the really premium consumable stuff. So this tank is very good tank, very good tank. It said it was built in 1944. It was a heavy tank with a modification IS-1. Featured a simple cast glacis plate. The elite Soviet Guards heavy tank regiments used the IS-2 extensively in assaults on fortress cities of Budapest, Breslau, and Berlin. They featured thick white stripes for quick identification by other Soviet tank crews and Artie. The vehicle, a tank of the 7th Guards Independent Heavy Tank Brigade, was made famous in a photo taken in front of the iconic Brandenburg Gate in the heart of Berlin. So if you missed out on this tank, that's too bad. It is quite a good tank. So anything else to look at in here? I don't think so. It comes with 1,280 hit points. 600 engine power, 34 top speed. It seems pretty maneuverable. Traverse speed at 38 degrees per second, so can really spin around and turn the turret at the same time. Hull armor is 100 front, 90 side, 60 in the rear. Turret is 100 front, 90 side, and 90 in the rear. The AP shells do 131 to 219 pin, 293 to 488 damage. The APCR rounds do 163 to 271 pin, 293 to 488 damage, and the HE 46 to 76 pin, 398 to 663 damage with a 2.49 burst radius. Might have HE rounds if I ever need to try to splash to reset a base if somebody's sitting around behind a rock or something like that, or of course for soft targets like AMX CDCs and artilleries and these glass cannon tanks, but pretty standard on the loadout. So I think that's enough of looking around in the garage. Let's take a look at the gameplay. Alright, I am on Serene Coast and I am platooned up with Jesse in his medium KV-13, and G-Man is in his M12 artillery. On Serene Coast, I like to go over here down the peninsula when I'm in a heavy tank, and this is going to work pretty well with an Artie to cover us. So Jesse's way out in front, and while the IS-2 is maneuverable, it is not nearly as fast as that AMX ELC or the KV-13. So I'll roll out there and see if I can catch up before they kill everything. Get there, hopefully they'll leave me something to shoot at. ELC hasn't spotted anything yet, and just to say that, there pops up the first enemy tank. So roll around, see what I can see. First thing I saw was an M6 that is off in the distance, but I will go ahead and take a shot at it. And then I see that there's just a ton of medium tanks over there on Jesse. So see if I can take at least one of these guys off. See the E2. The IS-2 does have to take a little time to aim in. So take the E2 out, and I see that Jesse's tracked and he's getting beat up real bad. There's 2 more hits into him. I'm going to try to roll around right quick and get in front of him and take some of those hits, but he dies before I can get there. So I get one shot into the A44 and ram the T20, back it off, and Artie kills the A44. I get the shot into the T20, and then a wild SU-101 appears. That close, I'm try to outmaneuver him and get to the side of him. I'm going to get to this side because I know I've got friends over to my left. So try to lock him in place. Skoda T40 comes up, and I bounce a shot from the SU-101. Skoda is up there, get reloaded, and I put the kill shot in on the SU-101. And now turn around and head on down the peninsula. Remember, there's an M6 out there. That's a Tier 6 American heavy tank. I'm not too worried about him. So see him, put a shot into him, and I bounce his shot, and then my friend in the Artie, boom, finishes him off. It's good to have friends in high places. So now I'm going to roll onto the base. I've still got the ELC and the Skoda with me. So I do have friends. As you can see, that big old cross or X mark on the top is almost like telling Artie to shoot here. Not that they need any real encouragement, but it just seems strange to have that big X marks the spot on it. Alright, so I see the E25. I'm a little worried he's going to come around, but he doesn't come through the cut. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the Skoda. I'm thinking at this point to drive into the middle toward the base. And that's when I suddenly see there's a KV-2 to the left. And about 3 tank destroyers right there. So I don't want to pull into their combined fire. So I'm going to go around and see if I can't come up on the KV-2 from behind. With that AMX ELC running through, I figured that probably the KV-2 has fired and missed. I'm going to go ahead and roll around the hillside here. And one of the first things I notice as I'm coming around is the KV-2 has not moved, hasn't turned the turret, so I know the KV-2 is AFK, and so I switch my fire to the Artie. I don't want to get away. KV-2 could just sit there. So take that Artie out. Once again, I see there are 3 tank destroyers out there. Don't really want to roll out there where they can all shoot at me. I'm ignoring the KV-2. He's no threat as long as he's AFK. And G-Man lets me know the E25 is trying to circle around behind, so I'm flexing back around to the other side of the hill. See if I can surprise the E25. And about that time the SU-152 shows up. Fortunately, it's not an ISU-152. That would have scared me. The SU-152, I can take a hit from him. I'm still pretty good on health. So I target the E25 first. Take that out. Back up while I'm reloading. SU is very aggressively pushing. And I get the first shot into 400 damage. And he fires a heat round. Does 687. Doesn't leave me with much. But now I've got the side of the SU-152, and I'm not going to get in front of him again. To get a nice shot into him, do 435. And here I make a mistake and put a shell into the tracks. But I'm up here on top of him. I especially do the ramming damage to finish him off and take 7 hits points of damage to my own tank. So now I'm very low on hit points, and I think it's about time to come around here and finish off this KV-2. I know the AT-15's out there, but I see the AT-15 is not aimed at me. So I'll go ahead and put the shell into the KV-2.
Target acquired.
And have the AT-15 lit up, and my equipment in high places is going to rain on him. So now there's only 2 tanks left, and did I mention that I have a heavy tank mission which says you got to do 2,000 damage and you have to cap the base. I hate that mission where you're in a heavy, you've got to go cap their base. don't promote capping in heavy tanks. So, and I know I can't get back there to help out G-Man in time with that WZ. It's just too fast to tank. So there's my HT7 mission. I've got to participate in a successful capture, win the battle, do at least 2,000 hit points of damage, and destroy at least 2 enemy vehicles to get it with honors. So while the clock is counting down, I'll just scrolling around, and admiring my IS-2 Berlin series tank. It just looks wonderful with the special paint job. So the enemy's down to 1, and I would really hate for that WZ to come zooming back and reset me, because I would not want to have to do this mission over again. And I'm also really hoping my enemy doesn't catch him in time, or my friends don't catch him in time. Don't kill him, let him live. So from where the WZ disappeared, I thought he might try to zoom down the peninsula and come at me from the cut over here to the right hand side. So I'll go ahead and turn the tank that way. If he comes around the corner, try to get the first shot into him. I'm not sure that he could make it back, but boy, when you got this mission, you just don't want to take any chances. He pops up again out there, still running around, and I'm like, run, Forrest, run! Stay away from him, don't get killed. I'm getting so close to getting the mission. Looking at the results screens, it was an ace tanker, a mastery, I got the duelist, fire for effect, invader, which is very important for getting that heavy tank mission, high caliber, and top gun with 7 kills. Looking at the team score, I was number 1 in damage with 3,222 and 7 kills, base XP of 1,450. G-Man in his arty received 2,276 damage. He got 3 kills and 717 base damage. The bad part about that is G-Man's mission, he would have gotten that had he been top damage. So blame me for him not getting his arty mission on that. He has to be number 1 in damage to do his arty mission. And Jesse in his KV-13 had 719 damage, 535 base XP. Looking at the detailed reports, I fired 13 shots, 13 direct hits, 11 pins. Total of 3,222 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 746. I received 6 hits, and only 3 of those pinned, and 3 of them were ricochets. Damage blocked by my armor, 740. I damaged 9 different vehicles. I killed 7 of them. Damage due to my player's assistance was 812, so they're already G-Man and I were working well together there. Base capture points 100, which again very important for that heavy tank mission. Distance traveled 2.15 kilometers. I received 90,949 credits after repairing the vehicle and resupplying ammunition. Made a tidy little profit of 71,441 credits. I received 2,175 XP, 108 free XP, was a ×2 for the first victory of the day. Bonus for the premium vehicle was 435, for a total of 4,785 XP with 216 free XP. The battle lasted 8 minutes and 23 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I appreciate any comments, and if you like the video, be sure to hit the like button. Thanks a lot. I will catch you later.